Wages of Cine, 31 Days of Horror, 2017.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm here again with lovely Claire.
Claire Chavez.
I'm Eric Miller, effectively known as...
Cleric?
Cleric, the power of friendship.
Yes.
What did we watch tonight, Claire?
We watched the Toolbox Murders.
You warned me about this.
I did.
As it being a horrible movie.
Yes. So, I bought this movie several years ago, and I have not watched it since until
recently.
this year. Like,
yes,
a couple of days ago.
For this review, obviously.
For this
We want to hit a synopsis.
Okay, synopsis. In a quiet apartment complex in LA, a deranged handyman goes on a killing spree, savagely murdering immoral women with the tools of his trade. Claw hammers, screwdrivers, power drills, and even a deadly nail gun. But these gruesome massacres are just the beginning of this landmark epic of violence and depravity that was vilified by critics, banned by censors, and treasured by splatter fans worldwide. This is the Toolbox Murder. Bum 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 bum.
We're back.
Yeah, so I bought this movie originally because I had heard all kinds of things about how it was like the classic epitome of a grindhouse movie. And so the definition of a grindhouse movie is a film that sacrifices quality and acting and plot and all those other things that make a movie.
Things that movies need.
For sex and violence and gore.
So, yeah, which this movie had.
Yeah, had lots of it.
Spades of.
Mm-hmm.
At least, what I found funny about this movie is it started out awesome.
Yeah.
And it was like, I think I commented, like within the first 10 or 15 minutes, there was like 3 murders.
Mm-hmm.
And they were, toolboxy murders. And I was like, this is awesome. This is a great slasher gore film. And then suddenly it's like that just stopped. And it went into like the Hardy Boys detective mystery.
Yeah.
With the...
With the brother.
The brother
of the girl.
and, yeah. So, and then it just kind of devolved into this weirdness. Is that an accurate word?
Yeah.
I wrote it right here. Strange movie. But yeah, I guess so. Spoilers ahead.
Yes, lots of them.
There is this the uncle
Mm-hmm.
who is the landlord, superintendent,
Building
of
manager?
this building manager of this apartment complex, and long story short, he lost his daughter in a car accident at some previous date, and now he goes around for some reason killing immoral women. So anyone and then that's the murdering part, and then suddenly.
Murdering part for only like the first 15 minutes.
Yes. And then he sees a girl who resembles his late daughter and says, hey, I'm going to kidnap her.
I'll just take this one. Okay, thanks.
And tie her to my bamboo bed.
Yeah, a lot of bamboo furniture. It was the 70s.
Heck yeah. And then this becomes, it just switches gears into this, like, the brother of the kidnapped girl is looking.
Has to go find her because
apparently,
the police isn't doing a good job.
He's more competent than the police.
Yeah. Apparently he is, though. Like, he does figure out what happens, sure.
And then at the end, which becomes the strangeness, is you find out that there is the superintendent, we call him uncle, because his nephew, who is, I guess, lives around, cleans up the crime scene.
Yeah.
It turns out that the nephew was having sex with his
cousin,
with the guy's daughter, his cousin.
Yeah.
So there was an incest, which just is like, why is that even there?
Grindhouse.
Yes. And then it just it's weird.
Yeah, it gets pretty weird and awkward at the end, and it drags at the end. Like it moves so quickly, and then for like 30 minutes. You're just listening to the uncle rant to the poor girl that he's kidnapped, and she's just
literally
but it's like a monologue.
It's a roughly a 10-minute straight of him just explaining why he's done everything.
Yeah.
And it just keeps going and going and going, and the girl has his face the whole time, which will probably fill up here in a minute.
It's pretty classic.
It's really bamboo everywhere, and it's just, so there's a struggle, and then I think the nephew comes in and is like, hey, I used to have sex with someone looking just like you. So, struggle ensues. They tangle, they tassel.
Yeah. The nephew
wins.
The nephew kills the uncle and then comes back, and you're like, okay, hooray.
You're gonna save
her.
However,
bum, bum, bum.
Go ahead, say it.
I don't want to say the R word.
There's some, he kind of forces himself upon her.
He's like, oh, you do look like my long lost cousin. We had so much sex and it was so great. Let's just do that again. But she's obviously been kidnapped for days, been tied to a bed. That's the last thing she wants to do. So he does.
It's just an odd ending, and they try and pull one of those that was based on a true story, which I don't think that was really. I think they just put that in there to make people wonder if it really happened. Anyway, so one thing we noticed, which was quite hilarious.
Yes.
We found. Well, first of all, it stars the main star, the uncle character, is Cameron Mitchell, who, when I heard, I thought of the character from Stargate SG-1.
Not it.
Not him.
Nope.
It's the older man.
I think he was in a lot of westerns.
He was in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of westerns. He's a great actor, but he's just a creepy uncle. Okay. Yes, the continually funny point that Claire and I noticed is apparently in this movie, when you're a victim and you see the killer, maybe even from across the frickin' room.
Yeah. Plenty of time to get away.
You just jelly bones. Boom. And actually, we did some research, and we found a clip of the very act. So what you're about to see is what happens when the killer walks in the room. And there it was. It's like the woman, for example, the woman in the bathtub taking care of business.
Yes.
Which, again, nudity for nudity's sake.
Lots of boobs in this movie.
And he lets her finish.
He does. He's very polite.
And then she's across the room, and she's just like,
she runs out of her bathroom.
Yes.
Into her living room.
Yes.
Which normally, no, she runs into the bedroom. I'm sorry, she runs into the living room, which normally the living room leads to an exit.
What?
Runs back into her bedroom, jumps on her bed, and is like, oh, don't hurt me.
Don't do anything you say, please. Go right down. Listen to me, please.
I'll do anything.
And then he pulls out
the nail gun. Pew, pew, pew.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yes, that's just one of many examples of jelly bones. Just the inability to just move and get out of there when you can.
And the brother, who's laying on the floor as the dude is flicking the matches. He goes through 10 matches.
And even worse than that, the brother is soaked in gasoline by this point, surrounded by literally a fucking shed full of tools that he could use to defend himself.
The same tools that were used to kill all of the women. So we know they know how to kill people.
And what does he do? Jelly bones.
Yeah, just dies.
He just lays there. It's horrible. We were yelling. You and I were both.
Yeah.
Yelling and laughing and having a gay old time.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
No, I think we covered it. If you like grindhouse movies, you'll probably like this one. If you don't watch it. It's 97 minutes of your life that you will never get back.
It was worth a good watch.
One time, sure.
Yeah, definitely one time.
Now I've seen it twice.
Unless you want to see more bamboo furniture. Then, tune in. So shall we rate this?
Yes.
Rating system?
1 to 5. 5 that we love it and we can't wait to watch it again. 1 that we hated it and we will be so excited to never have to watch it again.
Me first?
You go first.
I will give this 2 jelly bones, the candy, because I didn't hate it. It was enjoyable from a first watch, and maybe
That's
in a
good.
year I'll revisit the Toolbox Murders, if for nothing more than that face. Sorry, Claire, what will you?
I will rate this 2 tight butts.
Ooh.
Because they don't make jeans like they used to anymore.
Yes.
That-
What are you referring to when you give it 2 tight butts?
So the first time you see the nephew, it's just him like looking out the window, all sexy like, and then it's just tight butt,
Levi's.
tight Levi jeans. Like this man
You were dreaming.
must have used the jaws of life to get them on or something. They were tight.
You need a cigarette after that.
I'm good.
Okay.
Now that I know he's got this weird thing for his cousin.
Still, tight butt.
I am a sucker for a tight butt.
Okay, well that's our review of Toolbox Murders. Tune in next time for more reviews from another member of the team.
Mm-hmm.
And we will
Or us.
see you, or us, and we will see you later. I'm Eric,
I'm Claire.
and have a good evening.
Bye.
Bye.